It is currently 12:06 a.m. June 1st, 2022. I'm about to go to bed. I came here to say that I feel like I'm approaching a season of boldness. I'm gonna take a fast from social media. Well, from at least Instagram. I'm not gonna deactivate my account because I think that's a little extra for me, because I'm trying to grow on social media and I'm trying to, get this out there, but also, anyways, so I'm just gonna really crank my activity on Instagram to virtually nothing. So I am gonna delete the app from my phone. I still will have my photography Gmail account. I still have, points of access to reach me if need be. I'm gonna delete Instagram. I feel like I'm in a season of, I wanna be real transparent here for a moment. This is Jacoby's journal, and I don't know why I called it Jacoby's journal when I created it now almost 2 years ago. And I feel like that was an inclination to where I truly wanted it to go and where I want it to be. And I want this channel to be literally just a bunch of me. That's it. And a huge area of my life right now that I'm in is an area of growth. And I don't want to sound corny. Does that sound corny? I don't care if it does, because I don't care what you think. I'm in an area of growth. Yes, I can say that confidently and humbly. I've been here for a while. It started some years back. I want to say around 2017, 2018. Anyways, this video is not about that yet. That whole concept may come later, but I just kind of want to speak on the fact of comfort zones and stepping outside of those, being bold to do that. And I feel like we are when I say we, I mean those that resonate with what I'm saying. Like, if you are out there watching this and you are somebody who knows that in your gut of gut that this is it's a turning wheel for you, then I hope that this resonates with you and you can feel what I'm saying. And I'm not saying like social media for me is like a hindrance. Yes, it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I kind of want to see what life would look like without social media. Like, what can I do if I take that aspect out of it? Even though a lot of where I'm trying to go is with social media, and I still feel some type of way about that. But here we are. And so I kind of just want to see what my days would look like being off of social media and see what I can come up with. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have expectations that things would, look a certain way, but we don't know. So I want to document that, and I'm going to do that in a different video towards the end of the month. I think what I'm going to try to do is, if not a daily, a bi-daily journal breakdown of the things that I read in this book. This book here, let me go and get this in the good lighting. It's called The Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. The way that I got this book is eerie in itself. I think I've told the story to like a few friends, but it's actually like really weird, or like divine, or like somebody set it up. But anyways, shout out to the young man that gave this to me. I may tell the story of how I got this book in my final 30 Day Without Social Media video, so look out for that. I've been slow to kind of make this a daily thing, because every time I open up the book, it's been a kabam in the face. And I think that could be, possibly why. But before, I was like, no, please. This book was throwing blows, but of beautiful, poetic things. For me, it's not often that I can find a book that in the majority that lines up to a lot of the ways that I think and the way that I've been thinking my entire life. I just didn't know. I'm not a Stoic. I don't know much about Stoicism. I'm actually, getting into it, and I'm finding a lot of things that I do enjoy about it, and that does really resonate with me. And so that's me. I can't put a stamp on something unless I do my thing. So if you know, you know. I do want to challenge myself to kind of do like a video journal of my readings of this every day, because I read it every day now. It's literally every day. It adds so much value to my day. I have to fight the urge to kind of skip ahead, and so I want to read everything, but I was slow to pick it up this year because I got it around the end of January, I believe, an early part of the year, where I definitely had enough time to catch up and start when I got it. But I didn't, mainly because, I don't know, scared of the mental ass whooping that it would give. It's been a huge blessing to me. I feel like I want to share that. It's gonna be short videos of like my perspective of what I read. I'll try to like throw in different life perspectives just to kind of give everybody a little piece, you know what I mean? Because that's what I've been doing so far, and I feel like I should tell people. If you're into that type of stuff, I hope so, because that's what you're gonna get. And I'm also going to throw in other videos here and there. But that's another reason why I want to do this, is because I've been so blocked creatively. I feel like I have so many ideas. Like y'all, like for real. For real, I have footage shot. I have notes upon notes of ideas. I'm getting all these recommendations from people of, you should make your channel about this. This is getting the most views and da-da-da-da. I hear you, but it's much more than views and all that stuff for me. If you haven't figured that out by now. As I'm on this journey in life, I want to video record it, video journal it, as well as journal it, and then just see what happens and see where it goes, and then add videos and other topics in here and there too. I'm at a point right now to where I'm ready to make some, just some more leaps. I just want to go deeper. That's it. And I've been, maybe called to kind of share as much as I feel what's necessary with you all. And I do this mainly to be a mirror to somebody who is looking for a mirror. For real. Ooh, boy, don't you get choked up? What's wrong with you? They watching. I want to do this because there's power in us, in everybody. And I think there's power in good, intentional good, and learning who you are, and learning the inner depths of everything that you try to kind of just do life without. I think we need to really look at that. And this book, I'm sure there's other books out there that are meant to kind of really put it in your face. And if you're willing to actually, look at it, it'll be dirty. It'll be ugly. It'll be scary. It'll be all these things, but it'll be worth it. If it's in your heart to be the best version that you can be. As corny as it sounds, what's wrong with being the best version of yourself? Once you begin to do it and you begin to walk in the fullness of everything that you are and who you are, your life will completely change for you. Things will start to happen for you that you won't be able to explain. Situations will start to fall into your lap. You will meet people. People will fall out of your life. Stuff will just start to work out for you. I'll go and put my handles now. Go ahead and follow me, but don't expect much or anything at all for the next 30 days from me on Instagram. We're going to do this for the purpose, for what it is, and let it be for what it is, right? And if you don't find it interesting, then it's okay, Check out other videos or wait till I post something else about something else. I love y'all so much, and I'm excited, a little nervous, ready. I just can't wait to continue to check off all of the boxes that I need to do in this life. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm deleting the app either when the sun comes up or when I wake up, whichever happens first. It's gonna be the sun. The sun's gonna beat me by a long shot, by a couple. It's gonna be up for a while. The sun is fast. We'll see what happens. I hope you learned something. Not necessarily learn something, because I don't want to sound like no kind of professor, because I'm not. But I hope that from this that you're able to see life, differently. I know the power of what that can do for somebody. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning, bright and early. Either bright and early, early and bright, one of the two. I don't know. See you then. Good morning. It's a little bit after 9:45. I told y'all the sun been here. The sun is on lunch. Like I said, I got up this morning and I deleted the app. And it feels good. It feels good so far. I think I'm gonna like this little Instagram fast. We don't know. We'll see. And I promise, to be honest, when I kind of notate on my progress and how I'm feeling. If I'm missing it, I'll tell y'all if I'm missing it. I want to do this because social media can be a lot sometimes. I think it's beautiful to be able to share opinions and be able to sound off about certain things, but a lot of it can be information that I don't need. I feel like right now I'm in a very sensitive place in my life, opening place of receiving things, and I just want to be very cognizant of what I let in my aura and what I let seep into me. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to take a little fast off social media. Plus, I kind of want to put attention elsewhere. You know what I mean? I don't think social media is bad. I don't think Instagram is bad. I think it can be. I think if you are putting it above priorities, I think, I want to take this 30 days to really kind of prioritize and compartmentalize the things that I do, what I intake, and what I put out there. So Instagram gotta go for 30 days. It may be more, but it may be more. All right, so let's go and knock out what we came here to do this morning real quick. So every 3 months they do like a different series category of what the next couple months are going to be about. This quarter or these next 3 months are going to be about problem solving. I think problem solving is a skill that we need. I could always sharpen up my problem solving skills, always, because problems are going to problem, and I think knowing how to solve them could be good. So I got up and I made me some tea, meditation time. So today's Nuggets title is Always Have a Mental Reverse Clause. Well, what do you mean? So taken from the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was an old Greek philosopher from way back in the day who was big on Stoicism, and his teachings were passed down throughout the years. I'm not a historian, but I know that he was a profound man back in the day. I know that people looked up to him, and most of Marcus Aurelius, along with Epictetus and a few others, they're going to be the main meat of this book. All right. He says, always have a mental reverse clause. Indeed, no one can thwart the purposes of your mind, for they can't be touched by fire, steel, tyranny, slander, or anything. So right there, I get that people can do stuff to your body, to your possessions, to your physical, all that stuff can be touched. But what's up here? What's up here? Not steel, fire, tyranny. Nothing can really mess with what's up here. Our minds is the lockbox of who we are and what we, represent. And protecting your mind is something that is slept on. I think we don't really pay attention to how important it is to protect our minds and to understand that once you kind of let things seep through and give power for things to manipulate and control your mind, you're in a very dangerous place. I think getting control over your mind is the first steps to getting control over you. So then Ryan goes on to say, obstacles are a part of life, things happen, stuff gets in our way, situations go awry, but nothing can stop the Stoic mind when it's operating properly, because in every course of action, it has retained a reverse clause. What is that? It's a backup option. If a friend betrays us, our reverse clause is to learn from how this happened and how to forgive this person's mistake. If we're thrown in prison, our reverse clause is that we can refuse to be broken by this change of events and try to be of service to our fellow prisoners. When a technical glitch erases our work, our reverse clause is that we can start fresh and do it better this time. Our progress can be impeded or disrupted, but the mind can always be changed. It retains the power to redirect the path. It retains the power to redirect the path. Ooh. Part of this remembering the usual course of things, Murphy's Law states that if anything can go wrong, it will. So we keep this reverse clause handy because we know we're probably going to have to use it. No one can thwart that. Boom! Man, so swinging out the gate, bro. Reverse clause. What this means to me is that our minds can be the authors of our days, of our weeks, of our timelines. And I think just by making certain choices can ultimately affect those timelines and the courses of the day, right? Ryan uses examples like if your friend betrays you, what do? Do you get up on stage and punch him in front of a crowd of people? That was supposed to be a euphoria, a connection, but I see that it also aligns with other things. How would you handle betrayal? Do you operate from a place of hurt where you have every right to go off on somebody, where you have that justifiable hate? A very wise person once told me that the worst kind of hate is justifiable hate, because you're justified. You have every reason to feel the way that you feel, but it doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do or it should be done. How you handle a situation is really up to you. I think a lot of times we don't want to look weak because we turn the other cheek or we do things positively. And the thing is, like, that's programming that we have to deprogram. What's wrong with, I guess, making the best of your situation? Not being delusional, okay? But being where you are and making the choice to see it in reverse, not really going into the way the person who did the thing is looking for you to give. You know, some people just want reactions, but if you can throw that reverse life card and be like, I'm not going to respond in the way that you think that I should respond, or in the way that you are trying to entice me to respond. First of all, I feel like everything is forgivable, right? Forgiveness doesn't mean relationship continues. I already said that. So betrayal for me is one thing that'll definitely for sure to kind of get you tossed aside. Not retaliated against, that's not my thing. Normally, like, I have like a category of, okay, we could possibly make things work. I don't know, you in the yellow area, I'm gonna wait for you. Hell no, this ain't gonna work. And betrayal will lead you into that third category. We can't do this together. But I think what Marcus Aurelius and the authors of this book is trying to bring home is that to be at peace and to be where you are unaffected and to be where you can flow and to be in a place of unmovement, you have to have that reverse card handy. You will more than likely have to deal with things that are going to make you want to do a certain thing and justify you doing that certain thing. All right. But in hindsight and looking back, you have to be able to pause and be like, this isn't going to serve me, it, or the situation. If you're thrown in prison, do you start a gang and shank everybody new and take everybody's cornbread and Cheetos and wash socks and do other stereotypical scary jail things? Or do you be a beacon of peace and light and refuge and knowledge and support and love in prison? It's an oxymoron, but you have that reverse card option. Computer crashes and you want to throw that 2900 custom made MacBook Pro chip, one that the guy with the funny belly button in his shirt sold you, out the window. Or you can take a minute, go for a walk, go grab lunch, come back, and then start fresh. Because it already happened. The power always lies in your choice to have that reverse card. The mind can always be changed. That's a nugget. He mentions Murphy's Law. If something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong, probably. Not being a pessimist, but being open to the probability and the possibility and being prepared. I think being prepared and anticipating are two different things. You may attract that negative outcome, but when you are prepared for it, whether you say, I hope it doesn't happen, I hope I don't get put in these situations to where I would need to exercise that, but if I do, I got it with me. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say today. You don't have to add to anything negative. You can always rewrite the outcome of a situation. At least the best in your control. And remember, you can only control what you can control. And you can control to reverse on that ass, or you can control to give them what they want. Sometimes it's gonna be easy to give them what they want. But I think for a different way of thinking, we got to do things differently, and we got to see things differently. So as you get your day started today, go ahead and think about that. I said I would keep these short so that I can do these, hopefully daily. I hope you are challenged. I hope you challenge, and I hope you see some that you've never seen before today. All right. Be blessed. I love y'all. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time. All right. I'm out.